So whenever there's a decision in our lives towards expansion, I would say, there's going to be two feelings that come up. One is excitement and one is fear. These are the two wolves that are present in our lives on a day-to-day basis. And you're gonna notice that there's gonna be two feelings. Like, there is the feeling of like, ooh, wow, imagine if I did this, that would be really cool. I would really love to just go and experience this. Like, there is that genuine love and excitement, that wonder. And I feel like that's sort of at the core, but then all around the core, like in this giant dark moat, there is this fear. This doesn't make sense. I can't afford that. Well, X and Y reasons why you feel like you can't do the thing you genuinely feel you want to do. And I would say it perhaps takes some time to really understand what these genuine feelings are. Like, it's not just like a mental addiction escapism thing, but a genuine desire from your heart, your intuition, your inner child, what have you, to genuinely expand yourself and experience God, actually, that feeling. But if you know that this is one of those times, it's a genuine intuitive impulse, and you find yourself always choosing the fear option, what you can actually do is, because these are the two wolves, right? The love wolf and the fear wolf. Whichever wolf wins is the one that you feed. So you can think about all the reasons why it might not work out and why it makes no sense. And you can try and like overcome the fear by like thinking it through or battling yourself in your mind with it. But I find actually what is better is to just focus on the feeling of excitement, of love. Because that's actually how you feed the wolves, into the feelings. And the more you focus on the feeling of expansion and love of the love wolf, the excitement wolf, it will grow to the point where it will fill you up and you would feel the impetus to actually do the action that actually expands you. You would take the leap of faith. But if you keep dawdling on the fear wolf, eventually you'll find enough reason of why you shouldn't do it. And then most likely you won't. And oftentimes we choose the fear wolf because the fear wolf lives in our mind. It gives us this level of predictability and control and safety and comfort, right? It's created this little world in our mind that we can see, where every choice is predictable. And if you do X, Y, and Z, you'll get X, Y, and Z. And therefore, you know you'll be safe and you'll know what you're gonna get. But this world, it's not bad, but it is small. It's not the expansive, godlike vision that I feel like all human beings are actually created to experience. Whereas the love wolf, it's like you might not logically comprehend it at the time. It's because your mind can't actually see the bigger picture of how this one decision will lead to another decision. And if you keep leaping from one love decision to another, like at a certain point, you'll look back at all the dots and you'll realize, oh, that's why I did that, because it led to this and then to this. And then, everything makes sense when you look back in hindsight. But you can't see the full map with your mind when you're in the presence of that decision. So oftentimes, we make the safe choice because it's the one that we can see, that's the one that we can feel safe. But it actually limits you. It keeps you in this little prison, a little world, right? And again, it's not necessarily that this world is bad, but I think there will be a point in your life where the experience of being in this safe world would get boring, and you would genuinely want to get out of it, and you may not realize how, but this is how. This is what I believe is the how. It's not some like giant mastermind course you have to buy to figure out how to, create your dream life. But it's in these seemingly little decisions that you make. It's kind of like in, Everything Everywhere All at Once, where you might do like a weird little thing, and then it would shift you into parallel reality where the full expansion of that decision will actually result in. So the next time you are presented with perhaps an opportunity to do something you really want, but you're kind of afraid of doing it because it requires a somewhat of a leap into the unknown, then you can kind of come back to the two feelings, like be really conscious of the two feelings. The fear feeling that is trying to talk you out of it and trying to keep you in your safe little world, or the excitement, expansion feeling of doing something that you genuinely want to do. And it's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it and drop everything else. YOLO, full send, right? Those are the two feelings. And whichever feeling you focus on, you amplify. And you'll amplify it to the point where it will inspire action in you, and then you'll do the thing. And if you choose the fear path, like it will be very easy to justify why you did it after you made the decision. But similarly, I find if you choose the love path, you can also find similar justifications for why you should have done the thing. So it's not like one path is more correct than the other. You'll always find a way to make yourself feel better about why you made the choice. The question is, which path do you genuinely want to experience? And chances are, if you're watching my video, this video right now in your life, you're probably at a point where you're aware enough of the two wolves, of having been presented with opportunities to do something you really want, but talk yourself out of it and always wondered, what if I did it? Well, this could be the point where you really start making those decisions towards the love wolf, where you really start feeding the love wolf. Because that is self-appreciation, that is self-love. Like when you actually do what you genuinely want to do, you'll probably find you really love yourself and you really appreciate yourself for giving yourself the experiences that you genuinely want, rather than talking yourself out of it because of voices that's been put into you from the external world. Well, ultimately, the voices were put in there by you for you to overcome. And when you focus on love, the universe conspires to make that happen because you're literally amplifying that feeling, that energy, that wavelength into your physical reality. It's getting projected out of you. Maybe not so much from your mind, but it's like from your heart, well, from your whole being, right? You're printing love into the world. You have a PDF of love, and you're printing that into the world. Similarly, if you choose through fear, then you're printing fear, and the universe will conspire to make that fear happen. Either experience is equally valid, but you get to choose which one you actually want. So, at any point in your life where you have to figure out what to do, see if you can just pull back from all the craziness that might be outside of you that you're perceiving. Pull all the way back into your heart and feel, okay, what do I actually want to do? What do I really feel intuitively drawn to do? And just like amplify that feeling as much as you can, and then just do it. It's that simple. Like, you don't need to like make a list of things you could do and pros and cons and try and weigh it out and da-da-da-da-da. It's like you just have to hone into the feeling of what you genuinely want to do.